Social media is full of people flexing cars and expensive watches and penthouses and mansions and things like that. But while there's nothing wrong with that, I think some people get way too caught up and exaggerate the amount of money they need. And not even like in the sense that they're being greedy or something. Like, if you want something, obviously get it. But I want you to think, would you rather be making $500,000 a year, but only be working 2 hours a day? Or would you rather be making 5 million a year, but you're working like 14-hour days? At least from my perspective, I'm picking whatever gives me the most free time every time. That's why I run stores that generate me passive income and things like that. And while they're not making me insane amounts of money, they're still making me a decent amount, especially when you consider that I put maybe at most like half an hour of time into it every week. And before I continue, I do just want to say, if this video ends up changing your perspective, or if you at least enjoy it, please consider liking it and also subscribing, because I'm going to be talking about similar things like this in the future. Obviously, everyone needs money, and I think this varies from person to person, but me personally, I prefer the idea of working for your freedom rather than working to make an insane amount of money. It's kind of crazy how you see people who are making insane salaries and they retire at a really old age, and it doesn't make much sense because they've just spent all their life making money, but they might not even get to enjoy it. I think it gets to a point where you don't even care about what you're going to use the money for. You just care about the number actually going up. And I think you see like a lot of these like really rich people, they actually, like, it's very obvious that they're doing this, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think for the average person, and for whatever their goals are, they need to think about what kind of number they're aiming for and how much is enough for them and what they want. And you might start to realize that you don't really need a mansion or anything like that, because just being able to live your life and have more spare time might be worth just having a slightly smaller house and things like that. Some of you might really want that stuff, and if you do, then chase it, but you need to think about who you're actually doing it for, because if it's to prove someone wrong or flex or anything like that, then none of this even matters. Like, I think you're just wasting your time. Like, me personally, I think my end goal is just enough to live stably, but it's passive, or at least somewhat passive. Like, not fully passive, obviously, like, that's really unrealistic, but something that I can do, or at least set up and then not have to watch over too much. Like, obviously it'll probably take effort to set up at the start, but if it's something you can do and then leave to run by itself and it's still able to look after you, then I think that's exactly what I need. And obviously this varies between people, but you should think about what's actually like more important to you. Because me personally, I think that I wouldn't want to waste my time trying to chase things that are super expensive or flashy when I can just spend more time experiencing different things and having the ability to do whatever I want. Like, once you start to look at different items and things like that and how you spend your money as like a reflection of your time, like, say you make $100,000 a year and then you're buying a $100,000 sports car, that's a year of your life you spent to gain that car. And obviously it's really different if this is something that's important to you. And I do really love cars, but is that really your end goal? Because like in like 30-40 years, none of that's gonna matter at all. The time you spend with the people you love and the different things you experience, I feel like are worth a lot more than that. My point with this isn't to discourage you from trying to chase money or anything like that, but I think a lot of people get caught up trying to chase money and not the actual freedom. Because, like, the money doesn't really matter at all, it's what you can use it for. If it lost all its value, you would not care about the number in the slightest. So I feel like you should sit down and, like, properly think about what you want in your life and what your priorities are, and then figure out a way to achieve that. For the most part, you'll probably realize that money isn't really the end goal, and it's really just a stepping stone to get to the end goal and get you the things that you want. You might want to have a family or something, and I guarantee you, if you have a family, you'll probably care a lot more about spending time with them than getting a better car. Obviously, it gets to a point, like, you still want to have nice things, but, like, I think there's a sweet spot, and there's a point where it just goes overboard and you don't really need more than what you have. So my point is, work out exactly what you want and then focus on achieving that. Don't let the people on social media make you think that you should just chase money blindly. You should definitely picture what you want your future to look like and focus on building that rather than just trying to gain wealth by itself.